Yo, Henry, the average dude, Slo-Pitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out the all-new Miken Freak USA ASA bats. Here in the purple, we've got a 13.5-inch balance model. Here in the tealish blue, green, whatever, we've got a 13.5 Maxload model. So that's going to be roughly that half-ounce end load. If you ever see Super Max, that's your full ounce for those that weren't aware. Today we've got a 27-ounce here in the balanced, a 28-ounce here in the, a 27.5-ounce here in the balance, a 28-ounce here in the end load. So we're going to go ahead like we always do. Get our 52 swings on. There'll be about 3 of us total that are gonna swing these, kind of see how they feel. Then we'll head back to the garage, go ahead and do the final compression and final thoughts. This field here, you've probably seen us here before. This is the one where all the way around, it's right at about 365 to 370, just depending on where we measured at. Either way, nice large field. Really, we shouldn't have much wind. The little bit of wind you see now is about the extent of it. And hopefully, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the little bit of wind we do have is blowing kind of in towards the camera, more towards first, whatever. So no assistance there. So let's get our swings on it, see how they perform. We'll get you the final thoughts there at the end. All right, our ASA Freaks. This one is our balance model, 13.5-inch barrel. Glad I looked, I was gonna say 13. So 13.5-inch barrel, ASA Miken Freak. And yes, I know it's usually a tester. If you haven't seen us do USA ASA before, I will give you the conversion for this one. And this one's starting just a hair over 175. If you're at home and you want to do the conversion yourself, just know you multiply that reading by 4.35, and then you add 500. Luckily, I've got the chart. There's one on Pier's website. There's one, if you just Google USA ASA chart, you can find it pretty easily. But at 175, the conversion is, so 178 puts it at 1275, and 173 puts it at 1250. And if I remember correctly from looking these up, these can be at 1050. I will confirm that and give you the exact number to make sure I didn't brain fart that here in the final compression portion. And then hopping over to our Maxload model. So our half-ounce end load, or close to half-ounce end load. And just as a reminder, this is also a 13.5-inch barrel Maxload. So both are the same barrel length, just different end loads. So expecting similar performance, but obviously we normally see a little more pop out of the end loads. So interested to see how that goes. And this one, we are looking at just under 175. So that puts us close to that 173 mark, so 1250. So either way, both of these on nice range to probably start nice and game ready. We'll go out there, get our swings on them, come back, let you know how many swings we took, final compression along with that exact number of where these need to be for passing, and then a quick final thoughts. All right, we're gonna start with the balance model here. Again, 27.5 ounce, 13.5-inch barrel. And like we said, balance model.
92 miles per hour.
It's a good feel.
92 miles per hour.
Yeah, those first 2 swings, definitely good feedback. You can tell where you're catching it. The last one was a little bit higher on the barrel, but for 13.5, it seems like it's going to be a relatively forgiving model, which I really like. And then this balance, even at 27.5, is coming through the zone pretty smooth. Doesn't feel overly heavy, but I will say it feels pretty true to like a 27.5. So I would kind of go with your normal sticker weight, regardless of if you go balance model, or we'll see what happens with the end load.
90 miles per hour. 94 miles per hour.
Yeah, that was higher up on the barrel for sure. You still get that kind of non-linear, almost clack, crack, whatever sound you want to call it. But good carry overall. I mean, Mike's standing out there at about, I don't know, nearly 340-ish. And yeah, we're at elevation, so that makes a difference for carry, but speed-wise, still coming off in the mid-90s, the first handful of swings and off the sweet spot.
94 miles per hour. 94 miles per hour.
And that felt every bit like the sweet spot. It just jumped off, came off good, again on the line right to Mike, so I'll take it, especially if this is going to be just a consistent up and down the barrel, sitting right there in that mid-90s range. That's all you can ask for with these ASA balls.
87 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour.
Yes, sir. It's a little knuckleball.
100 miles per hour.
Yep, there's the sweet spot. There's the sweet spot.
94 miles per hour. 101 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, so When you catch the sweet spot, you get a slightly different, it's easy to tell here, I don't know if you can pick it up on the mic, slightly different crack type of sound on the hands. You still get that feedback of the ball just jumps off real nice. The no kidding sweet spot might be a hair small right now, obviously with the initial break-in. We are rotating the barrel as we go, but it doesn't really matter because again, outside of that spot, the ball's still carrying good and you're getting good feedback. So one of those that you could definitely game out of the wrapper, but it looks like to get the top end performance, you do want to get some swings, rotate this barrel. We'll see if we get some webbing to kind of indicate it's opening up.
91 miles per hour. 98 miles per hour.
Yeah, that was all sweet spot. Topped just a little bit. Slight knuckleball coming off real good.
96 miles per hour.
Yeah, short off the fence. So yeah, there you have it with the balance model. I mean, again, it's got really, really good forgiveness, good feedback. Again, the sweet spot feels a little bit small right now. But again, between everybody, about 70 swings. So definitely gonna, I'm sure, have room to keep breaking this thing in. When we get back to the garage, we'll throw the test on there, final thoughts. But let's swap over now to the Maxload, see how the end load performs for us, and then wrap it up. All right, moving on to the Maxload, again, 28 ounce. And I'll tell you, again, feels super true to that. The longer barrels at least for me, and PK's talked about it, we've noticed you can really feel the end load. You can tell this thing's end loaded. Not so bad that I feel like it's gonna be a problem with dipping and anything, but you're definitely gonna wanna buy the weight that you normally swing and don't worry about kind of weighting up or down as far as that goes.
100 miles per hour.
Oh, well, there's a nice first swing with the end load.
81 miles per hour.
This is a giant barrel though.
It's
13 and a half.
Is that the balancer? Oh, so you have the
This is max load.
101 miles per hour.
Oh, just knuckling off that. I'll tell you right now with the end load, and again, I'm an end load fan, so it's going to be more of a comfortability thing too, and we'll see swings everyone else, but this end load in the longer barrel, you can just let it pull the bat through the zone and let it do the kind of the work for you, and we're seeing some real nice exit velocity.
89 miles per hour.
You're hitting it well, especially tonight.
98 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's a whole difference from the balance. Yeah, ball's touched. Yeah, this one feels really good. And if I was gaming this, even though the 28's a little heavy for me for BP purposes, I think it's the weight I would game because it's really smooth through the zone. I normally swing 27s with Juno. My current gamer, I'm at like 26 and a half with Joey Camphor's axe, 27 and a half, OGKP's newest one. I think they're whole, it's either 27 or 27 and a half. I don't remember his half ounces or whatever, but so anywhere between that 26 and a half to 27 and a half, and this one feels nearly perfect for me.
83 miles per hour.
Just saying, those are pretty good shots on the ASA ball.
101 miles per hour.
Yep, there it is. And I don't even feel like I caught the sweet spot right on that one.
88 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
That felt more like sweet spot, but topped it a little bit.
91 miles per hour.
Actually, that's probably good. You want to switch bats?
Yep.
End on a 91.
That was a 20.
All right, so between the two of them, you obviously 28 ounces in your right hand. That's the max load. So between the two of them, how the weighting, do both of them feel pretty true to what their weight's supposed to be?
Yeah. 28 with the end load felt like a 28 with an end load. 27 bounce felt pretty nice. I usually swing a 26 end load, so it's pretty close to.
Which of the two, if you had to game one of those two, which one do you prefer left field to? Like, not, don't worry about obviously the weighting's different, but like, did one feel better than the other or kind of pretty similar?
The barrel feels real forgiving for both. I didn't really have trouble finding a solid barrel. Overall, I just prefer an end load. So I would probably lean this one.
Cool.
Nice big 13.5-inch barrel.
Sweet. Thanks.
91 miles per hour.
Yeah, the forgiveness level definitely helps. That swing, I don't know what I did timing-wise. Landed early, had to go all arms, and still able to go in the 90s with that kind of launch angle, and obviously carried really, really well. So nice to see, especially on these newer Miken ASAs, especially with, I know people talking about Monster having issues kind of getting some of their bats. I know they've had some issues with shipping from overseas. So if you're in the market for an ASA, you don't really want to wait. I know Pier's out of stock right now. If you're not an axe handle fan, obviously you're looking for something else. These Miken Freaks seem like a definite option worth looking into.
100 miles per hour.
And that seems like a perfect stopping point. So there you have it. Both Miken Freaks. Again, after the swings with it, I'm still going with, feels exactly like a true 28. If somebody gave this to me in swing, I would have guessed it to be a 27.5, somewhere between there and a 28 anyways. So right on, spot on. Good forgiveness on both. Both of them still, I think sweet spots are a tad small, but we'll see what the compression looks like. They had lots of wiggle room from that 1050 mark. I think both were like right at 1400. So definitely able to be broken in. It's a little hard to see in these paint, but so far neither one from looking at them has really any webbing. I think I see a couple webs starting, so definite room for them to open up. Either way, we'll let these kind of sit, go pick up these balls, and at some point, either later tonight, tomorrow, I'll throw them on the tester and get you the final thoughts. All right, starting with our balanced Miken Freak ASA. Let's see where this thing's at. Again, 1050 is that passing number. I got the conversion chart up over here. And we got this one sitting at about 180. So 184 would be 1300, 178 would be 1275. Either way, no issues there. Still plenty of room to open this thing up. And as we mentioned, it felt real good, had a good feel. Both of them really did. So it's nice to see that there's still that wiggle room to really break this thing in and take really as much BP as you want at this point. And the Maxload, same thing, 1050. And this one's just a hair under 175, which puts us 173 is 1250, 178 is 1275. So either way, no issues on either one of these. Plenty of wiggle room. Talk about it real briefly in the final thoughts. All right, and that's going to wrap it up for our USA ASA Miken Freaks. Again, here in the purple is the 13.5 inch balanced. And then here in the tealish green, we've got the 13.5 Maxload. And for both of these, really enjoyed swinging both of them. They had really good feedback with being the longer barrel, just as expected. Excellent forgiveness, but also, which we don't always get from the longer barrels, really good sweet spots that gave you ideal kind of feedback, knowing exactly where you caught it. You can kind of see on the blue one, a little bit on the purple, but you get pretty good ball marks as well, which I kind of like when I'm taking BP, so I can kind of see, okay, this is where I caught it. But with these, really didn't even need that, because between the sound and feel on the hands, you knew exactly where you caught it. But regardless if you're a balance fan, end load fan, obviously I have an option for both of you. I'm not usually a long barreled fan, but I could see myself swinging these. I am going to hold on to the Maxload just because I'm an end load fan to kind of keep around. We do plan on doing like a bracket style kind of bat showdown with our favorite USA bat and our favorite USA bat from each company. And so as of now, this is going to be the Miken I'm using for the year. This is my favorite of the Mikens so far. But both these gave excellent kind of carry off the barrel. I mean, we didn't see like the top speeds we've ever seen, but as we've mentioned with the velo, we use it primarily to see, okay, if these bats top out at, let's just say 100, when we miss the sweet spot further up and lower on the barrel, what are we getting as well? And we didn't see very big drop-offs whatsoever and still got really good carry, which is what you really care about at that point. So for those people that are always talking about, hey, how do we increase our velo off the bat? Yeah, obviously getting better and better velo can be beneficial, but I would really focus on obviously the placement and things like that. And both of these were very easy to control. This one being a 28 and this one being a 27.5. Even with that being said, I'll still could see myself gaming this 28. Definitely didn't feel too heavy, but they do feel true to the weighting. So whatever you just normally swing, I would stick with that same weight when you decide to, if you decide to grab one of these. And with that being said, these are available on headbangersports.com, discount code ADS. Or if you look down in the description of the video, there's three different Rawlings HitLab reps. So that means obviously they support Miken, Worth, Easton. You can hit any of them up via the numbers down there below, and they'll get you squared away as well. Should be roughly the same price as you'll see over there on Headbangers. Or head to AverageSlowPitch.com, shoot me a message, and I'll get you squared away as well. But you'll see these added to the rankings pretty much by the time you're seeing this video over on AverageSlowPitch.com. And then if you decide to, let's say, go a different route, down in the description of the video, there's also a link tree that has discount codes and links, so you can decide kind of what you want to pick up on a bunch of different sites. And they kind of different companies have given us codes to help you guys pick up those different bats at a better price, obviously, than just the normal retail price. So either way, with that being said, both these are really good options. Don't hesitate to pick them up, especially, again, if you're an end load fan, balance fan. Either way, both these, everyone loved them and We would have swung them a whole bunch more, but we had a bunch more reviews to do. You probably saw the AAA Freak review, knocked that out on kind of the same day as well. So there's been quite a few bats rolling in. But with that being said, thanks for supporting the channel. It's the reason we get to obviously keep doing these reviews for you. Hopefully you enjoy them. If you ever had kind of feedback, something you want to see, questions, comments, concerns, or whatever it is, don't hesitate to reach out. And I will do my best to get back to you as fast as possible and try to add in some of those things that the viewers, obviously you guys want to see whenever it makes sense and we have time to do so. So either way, again, thanks for the support. Thanks for checking out the video. Have a great day.